So I was started pretty, spent a lot of time trying to convincing us. I think it's sort of a recurring theme, spending a lot of time trying to convince us of the need for the product. I was kind of got to this fairly soon that, here's what we're selling to restaurants. We've got 10 different, we've designed it in 10 different ways. It costs, a certain amount to have a full implementation done, and they can expect an ROI within 6 weeks or something like that. I mean, I kind of wanted to hear that a lot sooner than this, and I guess you've got, and all of the issues about how do you manufacture this thing, the reliability of it, and is this only going to work in the keg, or is in the high-end restaurant going to, can you do this in an aesthetically pleasing way? Because it's kind of part of the whole, table furniture thing. You don't want something with duct tape on it.
Yeah, this is only a prototype.
Right.
Maybe you can better how to build it.
Yeah, so we can talk about that briefly this time.
But anyway, we don't have to talk about it. I'm just saying that I would like to have seen that stuff kind of laid out and for the story to be. But I was also a little bit skeptical about the demand. I mean, I think I would have liked to have seen something like, I'm not convinced that, I'm not, and maybe it's true that, waiters and waitresses just generally do a crappy job of, keeping track of their tables and so on. But presumably there's more than just a glass. There's also a monitor that needs to be looked at somewhere. That means someone's got to be sort of watching this monitor, and knowing where they've got
the
to go.
information will be portrayed into the system POS system, which sort of regularly check on anything.
Yeah.
Every time they log on, they will see which table or which customer is attached.
So maybe hearing a little bit about that, about how this part works within an existing infrastructure. Maybe they don't need a new terminal to be installed in maybe a crowded, whatever area. Or
you confused me. For 57 years, I have believed that all restaurants in the world should have a little keypad, and you press a button, and as you do in an airplane, and the light goes on in a waiter and waitress's area that says table 13 needs service, or table 16 is asking for the bill. And you seem to be focused on the service, improving customer service. So what on earth does a container that has a sensor that emits a signal got to do with improving? I didn't get that.
Well, because it allows the server or waiter or waitress to check on their customer on a regular basis.
So what's wrong with a keypad on every table that allows me to call for service?
I don't think we implement it in many of the restaurants.
There's 100,000 restaurants in Canada. I have eaten in every one of them, and not one of them has that ability. But I didn't get the connection between the glass and the sensor and the service.
It's really about the experience that you get. They're able to provide you personalized experience.
But what does the liquid in the glass and the sensor got to do with improved customer service?
Well, most of the time when you're in a restaurant, but for me,
it's more for like how many times like if you're drinking at the restaurant and you always want to know the drinking, you're signaling out the waitress. Me, when I go to if I go to a restaurant, my fear is I hate signaling out the waitress. I want to drink there before it's empty.
If I have the concept of greater service, I think you overcomplicated the solution by orders of magnitude. And gentlemen in black shirt, try not to read your notes. Try and practice a little bit more so that it comes out more naturally.
You guys are definitely having fun with it, but the concepts, it's a fun concept, right? And I can definitely tell that in the passion in your voice. Like, that's definitely cool. When you do these presentations, it's good to have, obviously a lot of passion and enthusiasm and belief in your product. But you guys definitely have. One thing is, like, I think as a restaurant owner, I'd be like, well, why would I invest this? Why don't I just focus more on customer, on teaching my employees and motivating them to be more customer centric and be out there. Personally, you call me old fashioned, but I don't want to button on my bottle of my beer glass. I want that waiter or waitress to be engaged in what I'm doing and be on top of the game. And if they're not, they get, that's lost for the company, right?
Yeah. The thing with this industry is it's such a high turnover rate for employees that it benefits the management too in training costs because it keeps the the weaker service. Like if you got a strong serving team who's always checking on their customers, it's not going to benefit. But the thing is that in this industry, it's got such a high turnover that this helps strengthen those weaker
It's the
service.
goal always to have good customer service.
It
right?
is.
Yeah, so anyways, I think you guys are definitely having fun with it. I don't know if I into that 100%, but it's really awesome. Yeah.
Can we just focus on that prototype for just
Just a prototype.
I'm not an engineer. But
Well,
I wouldn't, no, I wouldn't put that, put that out. All that looks to me is like a glass with two pieces of duct tape on it.
But the important thing about the prototype was to explain to you guys that it's simple. It's simple to make, and that's what sets ourselves apart from the competitors, which aren't actually as close as we are to making the product exist. And so this took a night, less than a night, a couple hours.
I would hope much less.
Yeah. The important part was that the electronics are working and contained within here, with a battery that is much too big. And the idea is that it's empty right now, and so the light's on. That's just to indicate that there's no signal being sent. All of a sudden you press on it and the light goes off. And it's very, very simple. So the idea is we made it really quickly because we could, because that's how quick.
None of that communicates by setting that thing in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
So just some of the business things, because I'm going to have some fun with this. Market size does not necessarily equal demand. Okay, and I think that's been said before. The margin was way too big, and the expenses were way too small in your income statement. I don't think there's any way you can that would ever work. But you know, I think it's hilarious. You know, until I saw the $3,300 price tag, I was going to say I should get one for my wife as a novelty item. And so maybe that's where you want to look. Is, you know, should this be a novelty item as opposed to trying to solve a problem in a business? And if you guys are techno geeks, maybe you should be applying that technology to a different problem in the world, like monitoring oil tanks or propane tanks or something different that people can't sort of do easily. So anyway, it was interesting.
I'll be a tester for it. A couple questions for business. On the sales revenue, there was a lot of sort of top line, like $90,000 in revenue, but didn't tell you that it was to see it. How many restaurants does that mean you signed up? How many classes to buy? Is that in there? Maybe I was just curious how those numbers came out. At first, I thought you were asking $10,000 for a new piece of hardware that the restaurant guy would have to go and buy and put in. They're technical folks, and a lot of them still using like Scroll from 1981. So, but then you're targeting $10,000 for software. Is that right?
No, it's the whole implementation. So it includes 350 of percent. Something like that. Basically,
Okay, the guys, they just sort of, when they're finished with beer, check in the dishwasher and it comes out, all they want to do.
And then it's sweet, it can be placed at each spot.
Yeah, I think these guys are very technically fluid, so they're going to expect this to be destroyed pretty quickly. So I think that's